Voyez là-bas, il y a une réflexion là-bas au bout, là-bas. Voyez? Ça c'est un renard. Donc on voit que le regard de l'animal est capté par le faisceau. Ben, c'est un peu, je dirais, peut-être la personne seule au bistrot qui regarde sans la regarder, la télévision. Mais il y a quelque chose. Ouais, lui, alors il regarde pas. Hein. Alors celui-là, il n'aime pas la télé.
Bon sujet.
Bon sujet. Ah. Ah, il y a une voiture.
Blaise, écoute ça. La recherche confirme que la télévision augmente les ondes alpha. Le problème, c'est que lorsque vous éteignez la télévision, la relaxation semble disparaître avec l'image. Les téléspectateurs remarquent qu'en se levant de leur canapé, ils se sentent souvent coupables, mal, pas bien, fatigués, solitaires, etc. Plus que relaxés. Le plus ils regardent la télé, le moins ils sont satisfaits quand ils arrêtent. Ça, c'est vrai. Pas ce site. Attends, je vais reconnecter.
Ça fait 1h26 que t'es connecté.
Ouais, ça va vite, hein. Check out the paper on internet addiction. Des drogués de l'internet.
Let me follow through and ask you what you've been up to this week. True or false? I've dropped other activities instead of spending less time on the computer.
Yeah. Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. I have avoided making social plans to give myself more time on the computer.
I think that I've been doing, yeah.
How often would you say that happens?
Practically, I guess every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Okay. What has changed since the last time?
Nothing too much. Just been working on the computer. I get mad at the computer still.
You still do get mad at the computer?
Yeah.
Did you break it again?
No, I may break it a little bit, but some of it's still usable.
It's still usable.
Yeah. Now I use these old keyboards that don't have any special functions, but I like it because they can take a licking, they can take a beating. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if you got yourself a punching ball?
Maybe. That might help.
I think that's where we are. I think we're finished. Do you have any more questions to ask me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, fine.
Well, why did you become interested in that problem?
When did I become interested? Well, when I first discovered that I was spending too much time on solitaire. I was losing sleep. I was irritable when I wasn't on the computer. I was really not doing well. I may have botched some professional obligations, and I knew that something was wrong. I knew enough to know that.
But what makes computer screens so addictive? What do they do to our brain? I mean, cocaine is a chemical.
If we talk about brain changes in cocaine, one of the ways we're treating these impulsive behaviors are with the drug which is used to block the high from cocaine.
You can use the same drug treating cocaine addicts for treating computer addicts.
That's the whole point, that people get a high and they therefore keep going back to it. There we go. That's my webpage.
think what's important now is to...
I'm sorry?
I mean, you said that people that had that problem have sometimes a certain profile.
Search. Now let's see what we get.
What we are doing in this movie is to try to assess the thing that the screens does to everybody.
I'm sorry.
No problem. What I was saying is that what we are trying to assess in this movie is what does this electronic screen does to all of us.
On a vu le psychiatre. Ce qui est intéressant, elle dit, ce qui est très bizarre, c'est qu'il y a tellement d'écrans partout. Pour beaucoup d'autres problèmes de dépendance, je peux dire aux gens, il ne faut plus toucher. Chocolat, cigarettes et tout. Pour la télé, c'est comme la nourriture. C'est comme quelqu'un qui est obèse et qui n'y arrive pas à s'empêcher. Enfin, tu peux pas dire à quelqu'un arrêtez de manger.
T'as des jeunes en plus qui passent 12-18 heures plongés à faire des recherches, moteurs de recherche sur des thématiques, puis qui commencent sur un point précis, puis qui finissent 12 heures plus tard dans le 7e univers, quoi.
Tout le monde est d'accord sur le fait que ça fait vibrer quelque chose d'important, je dirais, pour être clair avec ça. Et ça, c'est fascinant. Parce que finalement, bon, je veux dire, c'est quand même une boîte avec des images dedans, quoi. Tu te dis...
Ça marche, hein.
Bon, on a été visiter ce musée, là, Schenectady, avec les anciennes télé et tout. Ce qui est très intéressant en discutant avec ces pionniers de la télé, c'est mais dès le départ, tout le monde disait faut pas regarder trop longtemps, faut pas regarder trop près, faut pas, tu vois. Et quand tu poses la question aux gens, mais pourquoi on vous disait ça, ils disent on sait pas trop, quoi.
Un petit peu effrayant.
Bah...
Ce qui est assez fou, c'est qu'on en parle pratiquement jamais. Y compris à la télé.
Là, Blaise, viens voir. Regarde. T'as son article.
C'est ce qu'on avait vu l'autre jour.
Regarde l'adresse là. Alors maintenant on va vérifier. T'as vu? C'est l'adresse. C'est l'adresse.
Il s'occupait de quoi, lui, à General Electric?
Je sais pas encore.
Good luck. Tu peux pas mettre le parleur, hein, Luc?
Encore General Electric. NBC leur appartient, c'est l'une des plus grandes TV du monde.
J'aimerais pas nettoyer les vitres. Ouais, c'est la guerre, ça, alors. C'est la Jungfrau.
C'est la face nord de la télévision.
C'est la face nord de la NBC.
C'est la face nord de la télé, là.
Regardez les écrans, là-haut, regarde. Les haut-parleurs, ils sont où? Ah, le son, il est là. C'est excellent. Le son, il est là.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Excuse-moi, Chris.
Ah, c'est cool. C'est vachement sympa d'appeler, Christophe. Ça avance vachement bien. On a rendez-vous avec un prof d'université, un écrivain qui a beaucoup travaillé sur les effets de la télévision.
You're not shooting now. What are you doing?
Yeah, we shoot all the time.
No, you gotta tell people. I don't see any red light.
We turn it off.
Really? Are you also a producer?
I'm a journalist.
You're the journalist. You're the talent. You're on camera. Your voice is heard. We call that talent in this country.
Journalists are not too much
in front of the camera in Switzerland.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, here they cry on camera and everything.
Yeah, I know that.
To make one thing that's difficult to say is that television or video games or any of the other media have a singular effect at any given time on everyone, because the content obviously differs and the people differ. By the way, I presume it's all going to be in English when people watch over there, or you'll be translating?
Subtitle, I think.
Okay, so they'll hear me, but they'll see it in. They'll see. I'm just trying to figure out how fast I'm talking.
It's okay.
Not to worry.
No
Okay.
problem. But you say that some people are dependent of TV.
Right.
How do you know that?
This is an important thing to say. Television is the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to distract yourself from how you already feel that's ever been invented. It's cheaper, potentially safer, I don't know, than tranquilizers. It's faster acting. Even if you take a tranquilizer, it might take 20 or 30 minutes to relax you. I did a study some years ago where I looked at the American Psychiatric Association's Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for how they diagnose dependence on drugs and alcohol. Everything they look at, which is diagnostic, that people feel bad that they use the drug so much, that they want to, all these things are true about television. The only thing that makes it different is that it's not the kind of substance we normally think about. Put it this way, it's important little soundbite. Is it running out of tape?
You said before that something enters your body when you watch TV.
Oh.
What
Well,
is it?
light is coming off TV screens and coming into your body. Now, it isn't a substance that can be put in a bottle, but it has some substantive quality which alters how we experience. I mean,
It would be direct light versus reflected light.
well, whatever it is, it's coming into our body.
Regarde Luc. Viens au cerveau.
Mais aussi à la caméra.
Regarde cette image. Five, 6, 7, 8. That side is filled. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is an experiment that was conducted 25 years ago by Marshall McLuhan and a team, and also Eric. And I would like to introduce Eric. Could you come here, Eric? Eric McLuhan, Marshall's son, is with us.
You already know a fair amount about what's going to happen. I'll just review it again. I'll put a film on the screen, I'll let it run. This is just an exercise in watching a movie in two different ways at once. This group will be seeing light transmitted through the screen. We call it the transmitted light side, and you're on the reflected light side. Light reflected from the screen like ordinary movie. Would somebody operate the lights?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ready? Lights for a moment, please. Right, now, please don't talk to each other about it, but would everybody kindly take out a sheet of paper and write about half a page to a page of comments, just whatever seems to you remarkable or noteworthy or significant. One group of the students talked about the experience as if it happened over there on a screen. It was something outside of them, it happened over there, and they were objective, comparatively speaking. The other group talked about themselves. Most of their comments referred to themselves and how they felt and what they thought.
I mean, the main question is light is light. Why light true is not the same as light reflected?
Oh.
What's the problem?
The difference between reflected light, which happens over there, and transmitted light is that When light comes through, you become the screen. And you wrap yourself in those images. And so you don't have any detachment. You are the screen. It tattoos itself on you.
But reflected light is reflected on me, too.
No, reflected off the screen over there. Another way to get at the difference is this. With transmitted light, the image or the screen itself is the source of light. It shines at you. It's exactly the same as television. The computer screen is the same kind of thing. Back in the 60s, General Electric Corporation had asked a psychologist, Mr. Krugman, to prove that what Marshall McLuhan was saying about media was wrong. It was completely counterintuitive. Everybody knew that it was the content that had the effect and so on. So they hired him to prove that. And he came up with an experiment using a EEG, an electroencephalograph, and unfortunately he could not prove McLuhan was wrong. Instead, he proved he was right, that the response of the brain was to the medium itself, very much more than it was to whatever the content was. The two sides of the cortex actually process information in enormously different ways. The left side of the brain is the side that deals with speech and with writing and with any kind of logical or rational reasoning. The right side of the brain is more concerned with the emotions, more concerned with imagery. And what TV does to the brain is it imposes on us an enormous right brain bias.
And what's the effect of a right brain bias on our individuality?
Oh, fine. It gets rid of individualism. Individualism or private identity or privacy are strictly left brain emotions. And only one culture has ever had any sort of interest in this, and that's Western culture, and we're losing that rather quickly. Nearly everything we do today emphasizes group culture and participation and group awareness, and you cannot do that and be an individual.
The problem is, when you listen to that kind of thing, you said, okay, group experiment, right brain, abandon of objectivity and all that, could be very totalitarian, that kind of society. I mean, if everybody is immersed in the same dream, it's one definition of totalitarianism. Oh, c'est 8h16, c'est un peu tôt. Hein. Ouais. C'est un peu tôt. Hein. On attend peut-être 8h30, peut-être. Ouais. Je crois.
Moi, j'ai l'impression que ça doit aller. Hein. Tu sais, s'il est à la retraite, en général, il se lève tôt. Hein.
Tu crois? Le problème, c'est que réveiller quelqu'un, c'est jamais très bon pour.
Il a peut-être une trentaine d'années.
Ça m'étonnerait. S'il a fait ses recherches en 69, ça m'étonnerait.
Et mais Luc, tu sais ce qu'on peut faire?
Hello? May I speak to Mr. Krugman? I'm a Swiss journalist. I'm working for a film. I'd very much like to meet you. Retired. Okay. You spend your time with what, sorry? Horses? Horses? Ah, great. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's nice. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Ben voilà, excellent.
Écoute, il a l'air tout à fait sympathique. Il avait simplement l'air de se réveiller, quoi.
Mais toi, t'en as plein des jeux chez toi.
Ouais, mais moi j'ai un Mac, tu vois, j'ai pas un PC. Donc tu peux pas jouer avec des jeux Mac sur PC et vice-versa, quoi.
Ah d'accord, y a pas de jeu qui marche pour les deux?
En plus, ça me permettra de tester l'influence des écrans sur Blaise Gabiot, si tu veux.
Ouais, on peut essayer, oui, tout à fait, ouais. Ah bah voilà, d'accord. Ah bah ouais, un truc sympa alors. Un truc, c'est où marqué
Bon,
PC
faut bien se rappeler que c'est marqué dessus. Faut bien se rappeler que on a un PC qui est pas extrêmement puissant, que deux, on n'a pas de joystick.
Ouais.
Est-ce qu'on peut vous demander un petit conseil?
Ouais.
On part en tournage aux États-Unis, on veut s'acheter un jeu pour jouer sur un portable.
Ouh là 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 là. Oi 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 oi.
I almost prayed it wasn't true.
C'est bien fait, hein.
You cannot hide from me, Dark One. You think I cannot smell you?
C'est pas plat, hein. Tu sais que ça donne quelle impression? L'impression que je suis dans un magasin de télé et puis que je fais 10 cm de haut, tu vois.
Oui, il y a un peu de ça, effectivement.
T'arrives,
il y a un peu de ça.
Ah, c'est super.
Ouais, moi je trouve moins impressionnant que Shibuya, vraiment.
Il y a plus de lumière qu'à Shibuya, non? Parce qu'à Shibuya, il n'y avait pas toutes ces affiches lumineuses non plus.
Ouais, mais justement.
Les écrans, ils sont carrément perdus dans le flot des affiches lumineuses à Shibuya.
D'ailleurs, il semble que Herbert Krugman ait été un directeur de l'Advertising Research Foundation. Je sais pas quand, mais on dirait qu'il l'a dirigé. Donc, qui c'est qui est membre? T'as les grandes agences de pub, t'as les télés, les boîtes de télécommunications, les grandes boîtes de marketing. Ouais, dans les directeurs, c'est bourré de gens importants. You think the study of brain waves on TV, you think there's much research about that?
Lots and lots of research, right.
Is that only about TV or?
All TV.
All TV.
Yes.
Because you remember the Mr. Krugman research, and the first thing was to point that in front of a TV what the advertising is effective.
Yes.
Why is it so effective?
Do we know why, you say? Why? The human brain is a wonderful thing. It's a sponge.
Ce qui est assez clair, l'industrie de la publicité essaie de rendre la publicité la plus efficace possible. Pour rendre la publicité la plus efficace possible, il faut étudier le cerveau humain, puisque c'est dans le cerveau humain que tu apprends les marques et que tu apprends l'existence des produits et que tu te rappelles surtout de l'existence des produits quand tu vas au magasin, quoi. Ce qui est intéressant, c'est de voir à quel point ça a été étudié. Et on s'aperçoit que depuis les premières recherches de Krugman, beaucoup d'autres chercheurs ont fait le même genre d'études. Et Krugman est toujours cité, pratiquement. On est vraiment très bien étudié.
Un beau fantasme, mais qui n'est que dans un sketch. Nous nous sommes renseignés là encore et nous avons trouvé votre véritable fantasme. La limonade.
Johansen Johannes, numéro 13, qui remplace Samal.
Voilà, cette fois-ci, vous savez tout. Je vous souhaite de passer une excellente fin de soirée et surtout un très bon week-end. À bientôt, au revoir.
C'est là?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Krugman. Nice to meet you.
Herb.
I'm Luke.
How are you,
Luke
Luke?
Marriott. Yeah, I'm the journalist.
Okay.
This is Camille, cameraman.
Hi, nice to meet you. Herb.
This is Blaise.
Blaise.
I've thought about that a long time too. I mean, the effect of TV on people. Because I have a little daughter, I watch my little daughter watching TV, and I'm always surprised at her eyes when she was watching TV. It's something like she's here, but she's not here. You know, and we start to film and to record and to look for articles and people which have studied that. And we found your name on the internet. So we'll put Herbert Krugman. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
239 documents. When I see one of them?
What is this about? The hidden face behind advertising.
Listen to that. The fact that TV is a source not actively or critically attended to was made dramatically evident in the late 1960s by an experiment that rocked the world of product advertising and forever changed the ways in which the television medium would be used. So to understand well, the research you did was paid by the advertising industry to understand the TV.
Yes, yes. See, I was director of research for 2 advertising agencies for many years. And then when I went to General Electric as manager of public opinion research, that included evaluating their advertising.
What did you discover?
This was a long time ago. We hooked her up for brainwaves. And we had her reading a magazine. And then we shoved the magazine, and we told her we would, and we put on the television. And we'd go back and forth like that. So she's reading magazines, and we switched television right away. No more big waves, these tiny little waves. That right away tells you that whatever you have now, it's something less active. Print requires you to pay attention. You have to pay attention. You can't read a book like this, you know, but you can watch television like this. And you can learn a lot from television like that, even if you're falling half asleep. Oh, yeah, they're talking about Bicidol or cigarettes, and some of the message is getting through. Maybe like the subliminal advertising, maybe you can sell things better by getting to people when they are half asleep, you know?
Many people said, when I watch too much TV, I feel like a vegetable, or I'm glued to TV, or this kind of expression. I think that beat...
That's it.
That's my daughter.
How old is she?
4 years old. She doesn't blink a lot. You think that there is someone or some people we can meet in the advertising industry, or because we are in New York next week?
All right.
It could be interesting, I don't know.
I don't know what the chances are of seeing people on the spur of a moment. Well, if you set it up, I'll come with you, all right?
Ça marche Camille, le chef?
You are. I was looking to see what...
for the mic.
How are you?
How are you?
Remember Blaise, Camille?
How are you? Well, we have an appointment there at 10:30.
That's right. Good, come in.
You know the gang? Have you met
Yes,
them?
yes.
Hello.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to the Écrans. This way. We'll go into the conference room here on the left.
Oh, this is nice.
You know Dr.
Yeah. It's sort of like a small fraternity of people who've known each other for a long time.
You were about to ask.
I was about to ask, do you see today a new spring for this kind of brain research?
Brainwave research is now far advanced from what was done with the left brain, right brain stuff in the 80s. Pretty soon, the idea of brain research will be able to be located in certain synapses in certain parts of the brain, so that we'll be able to find whether the response is positive affect or pleasure or disgust. And I think it can be done. Now, the issue is, if it is done, then we get into the whole area, again, of manipulation and big brotherism. But, you know.
If that ad is taking me to another world, now I'm on the beach in the Caribbean and the waves are lapping at my feet and beautiful girls are running around in incredibly skimpy two-piece bathing suits.
You're so American, Bill. You talk about two-piece bathing suits.
Noticed that. I thought
Honestly,
Yes.
you never have problem to switch off the tube. You never have problem to switch off yourself when you're in front of a TV. Do you have problems?
Oh, I do, yes. Yeah, and I think that's a very good measure. That's a measure of the degree to which I'm locked into that.
Have you ever wondered why?
I've wondered if sometimes I say, wait, I'm doing this because I'm avoiding doing something that I don't want to do. to that degree, I've questioned why I'm engaged in the television.
But sometimes you have nothing to do. I mean, it's noon.
Oh, yeah.
It's midnight, and you don't switch off the tube.
Yeah.
Is that the fact? Why do you think?
What is all this about? I can only answer for myself.
Yeah.
That I'm not exactly mesmerized, but that somehow the energy to turn it off isn't there. So maybe when Herb talks about being passive, I'm actively resisting getting up and turning the damn
Can we
thing.
say that it is a strong form of passivity?
Yeah. Yes, very nice. Very nice. A strong form of passivity.
So it's some kind of sleep. Awake, sleeping awake.
Very nice.
Not too exciting or it'll wake you up. You don't want that. You want to sleep with your eyes open.
Maybe we can say that it's a kind of sleeps where even dreams are provided.
Such a smart guy.
C'est toujours le même cirque alors qu'on t'arrête la télé. Crise toujours ou bien?
Écoute un peu moins. Un peu moins.
All these people here. Not used to seeing so many people. Oh, Once we get inside, we mustn't shine any bright lights at him suddenly to scare him. It's not that muddy. Coming through, all the way through. During Korea, I got involved with the State Department. I was an outside consultant to the Office of Intelligence Research, and doing all kinds of things, but one thing we were doing was trying to find out why people became communists. The American public got very excited, and advertising people, professional people, by what was known as brainwashing, which the Chinese used to do to our Korean prisoners. Well, I knew a lot about that. I met some first-class brainwashers, people who were good at this, whom I later recruited into our side. And it was all very exciting. There's a whole field of research on stimulus deprivation, where you try and put people in an environment where they feel nothing. I mean, they're suspended in water. It's always body temperature. They're never touched. They never touch anything, and they're just sort of like that.
But do you see any similarity between sensorial deprivation, brainwashing, and watching TV?
Sure. The common thread is that there are human people involved. In other words, if you lose discipline over the body and allow it to completely relax, then the brain will play. When he gets into this state, his ideas go wild.